Hello, friends, and welcome back to Collecting with Stan. And today I'm kind of just doing. It is a absolutely beautiful day up here in northern Michigan. It's supposed to be 80, so probably around. Usually, our high of the day happens right around 2 o'clock, and so it's going to get warm. It's 11:50 a.m. right now. I just thought I'd come out here, do a quick channel update, maybe do a few knife things, talk a little bit about comic books. Looks like my signal's not the greatest. Okay, there it's picking up. That's better. But my comic books. I guess I'll start off with comic books until we get some people in here. Hopefully, I get a few people in here. I know it's a work day, so might not get anybody in here. But comic books. I'm starting to pick up a few more comic books. My wife's going to pick up my comic books today. She is doing orientation, so she probably won't be here till late. Hey, Rick James, how you doing? She probably won't get home till late because when she's doing orientations, people, they got to go through a ton of stuff. So she's probably going to be there at least till 11 o'clock p.m., midnight tonight. But it is what it is. She loves her job and she's getting people trained to take care of this hectic summer season up here in northern Michigan. Yeah, but so comic books, I am going to start working on my Spawn collection and probably my detective comics also. I got to kind of have two of them to go because what happens with me is I lose momentum. If I don't say I can't find a new Spawn for a long time, I'll lose momentum and I won't care about it anymore. So if I have my detective comics there also, I can switch over to that and vice versa, if that makes any sense. And plus, some of the Spawns I got to get are pretty expensive. Some of the detective comics are pretty expensive too. So, it's kind of a balancing act. I guess what I'm trying to say is you got to pay the bills. So you got to do that first. So that's the comic book part. Now for knives, I got to tell you, I have found a knife brand. I know y'all, pretty much anybody with knives knows it. It's called Elk Ridge. I have been so satisfied with this brand. Look at this sheath. This sheath is freaking phenomenal. It is actually thick leather. This knife, my understanding, is no longer in production. This one was used. This is the ouch, something's biting me. ER 438 SO. Hey, Big E, Eli, how you doing? See if you guys can read that. But this thing is a beast. Look at that thickness. Dang little net or something just gnawing on me. But this thing's just a beast. This is just a honking blade here. I have roughly a little over a 9-inch hand span, so the blade's just right about 9 inches. Yeah, just a beast. And like I said, the quality of the sheath. And I got to tell you, the Elk Ridge brand, it's a Chinese brand. It's Chinese, or I think it's an American owned company, but they're manufactured in China. But I have been super excited and happy about the knives that I've gotten in. They're well made. They're heavy duty. I got my bushcrafting one I've been dinking around with, playing with it and doing stuff. I've been impressed with it. I have been impressed with it. Well, we got 3 people in here, so I think I'm going to do something. Hopefully Big E's still here. I got this little Steel Warrior Wrangler, and it's blue. And I watched Eli do this on a case knife. He got a bigger set than I have. I ain't going to do it on a case knife. But I think I'm going to try and toast this bone. I'm going to see what happens. I got my torch here, so I got to get a blade out, at least one blade out. Let's see if I can get my torch lit. We're going to do this live, so if I F this up, you guys are watching this live. Okay, we got the flame. I just found out something that's hard to see. Can't see the flame. Oh, yeah. Ew, man, that kind of stained it. I'm sure it'll clean up some, but look at that if you can see it at all. Burn it up. That's right. Oh, man, I just turned up. Hey, that knife's hot. Somebody could have warned me. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. I know. Look at this side. See what we can do here. Yeah, gloves. Yeah, Rick. Thanks, Rick James. Now you tell me about gloves. I love you guys. You all know that. Um, Man, even the blade, it's heat sinking a little bit. I don't know how well you can all see that, but it took a decent burn. This side, I think, is a little better. I think when it's cleaned up and it gets some mineral oil on it, it's going to look really freaking good. I wanted to try that. I did notice on this side, the bone actually cracked in that front pin. The front pin, she cracked while I applied the heat. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you see that crack? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Hey, that might be something to think of, Big E, when you do another case. Man, I think I applied too much heat there, to be honest with you, because I got that part really hot. Man, I'm pretty proud of that. Thanks for giving me a big enough set of balls to do that, Biggie. I appreciate it, Eli. I would have been scared to death to do that. I got a red knife that I'm going to do. I'll make my own peanut butter jelly, except I like strawberry jelly. That was kind of fun, actually, man. I tell you, a little propane torch like this works pretty good. Can't really see the flame out here in the sun, but you can tell when you hit it because you can hear how it changes. But man, I think that came out pretty decent. That's kind of fun. Man, I might have started something bad here. I might be like, guys, come in, I'm burning all my knives. Gonna have a beverage here getting parched. But yeah. Damn right, Rick James. Experimental research, buddy. That's right. I'm there, man. What the hell? Somebody gotta do it. Like I said, this gentleman right here, Big E, did it when I watched his channel. I was like, oh my God, he's going to do that to case knife by himself. He's nuts. But he did a good job. And that's when, like I said, I'm not above stealing somebody's idea. That's a sincere story. That really took a beater knife, made it my own. That's personal, man. I can't wait. I'm going to clean that up. I'll show you guys the results after I get in some mineral oil, because I think it's going to change it some. You know what I'm saying? But with knives, man. I'm going over a lot of knives I've already had that I have already. Again, it's we're how do I want to put this? We're not broke or anything like that. It's just there comes a time where you got to slow down the purchases, and summer months are here, so we like to travel as much as we can because winter in northern Michigan sucks. And when we travel in winter, we go like out of state, we fly, and it costs a lot of money to stay. So we only get if we're blessed, we get 2 in the winter months. Usually it's only 1. Oh man, I hope so. I hope so, Eli. I certainly hope so, my friend. I mean, like I said, it's not a case knife, but sometimes you just make things your own and that makes it better, So, right now we do mostly weekend travels because my wife is required to work overtime and not allowed to have any vacation during this time unless it's pre-approved like months ahead. And honestly, she usually takes advantage of getting the overtime. So right now we're just trying to stockpile some money. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with knives I already have, whether it's older knives that I'm cleaning up. Oh my gosh, I forgot how many I have. I have like 100 of them. So that's going to be content for a long while. I'm still going to get new stuff in, but it's not going to be nearly as often. I was blessed. I wanted some of the peanut butter bone, and I didn't realize they had dropped it. So I went to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. The only one I could get is the razor, this year's vault pattern, which, I guess that's okay because it's a limited pattern and a limited bone. So it's gonna be cool to have it. That's the only one I had left, man. They're all sold out. So I'm kind of like, damn, my head always looks cockeyed on my head. Maybe it is. Maybe I just got a crooked head. Who knows? But at least I was able to get one. That's going to be a while. I just got it ordered yesterday, so that's going to be a while. It's so wild. I got to get in some of these forums and stuff and start keeping better track of when things are coming out because I miss a lot until somebody, shows them. BLC, what's up, my friend? Oh, man, it is beautiful up here. Going to be 80 degrees today. It's going to be wonderful. I just thought I'd get out here while I had a little shade and just do a live, have some fun. Hey, Big Lion Cat, I might be reaching out to you, talk to you, buddy, like on Instagram or something. I'm going to be starting to send some comics into CGC. I've made a decision that my more valuable comics, to make it easier for my family, my more valuable comics, I want to send in, get them slabbed. And it'll basically be, they'll understand that, hey, anything that's slabbed is probably a more valuable comic. So I'm probably going to be trying kind of like something like you do, where you send in, some every month to be getting them back. It's fun for the channel to show, and it's fun for me to see what grades I get too. I love how you like, let's see what we got. That'll be fun to see, So I might be reaching out to you, learn a little bit about CGC, what's the best practices and stuff. If you don't mind, I'll probably a couple days or so, I'll reach out to you on Instagram about that. But yeah, I'm super excited. There's a lot of stuff going on. Funny story. I'm working in my hobby room last night. Yes, not last night. Cool. Hit me up. Thank you. I'm working in my hobby room yesterday, because I'm trying to get back to where I can be down in my hobby room. I can have a nice backdrop and everything. And, for those of you that don't know, I'm a disabled veteran. I broke my neck, and basically from here up, I'm in pain, and my arms, radiates down my arms. Okay, buddy, take care, big lion cat. And radiates down my arms and hands. So I'm moving long boxes and stuff. And oh my gosh, I wake up this morning and I am in so much pain. I overdid it, but it feels good. I can finally see the corner. I can see like what I want to do. I want to move one of my tables that's right now long ways, sideways. So I have make kind of my own L-shaped desk. I have just 2 tables down there. One's a Duncan Fife style, where a Duncan Fife is ones that you can put up the little tab that goes like that on each side. So I keep the one side down, but the side towards me. If I ever want to sort more stuff, I can tip it up and get more room. The other one's just an old kitchen table, and I like that room for a desk because you got so much room you can work on. But man, I tell you, you want to talk about looking like a hoarder's house? Oh my God, that room! The further down I dig, the more embarrassed I got. I don't even know if I want to share this, but I'm going to, because it might help somebody else out. I was finding comic books and stuff and knives and other stuff I forgot I had, because I got them in, would either show them or not show them, and just stick them in a pile. And all of a sudden, I got a pile that when I'm sitting down is like this deep. So, it's like chest deep when you're standing up. And it was kind of cool, because it's kind of like, wow, cool, I'm finding this stuff. But the other part, like I said, was really embarrassing. I can understand how some people that deal with a disease like hoarding can have a problem with that, because holy crap, it happened like that for me. I didn't even realize I was doing it until my wife made a comment about, your backdrop looks like beep, poo poo, and she was right. So now I'm getting it set up. I got some, I think, cool ideas for stuff that'll be behind me and stuff that'll always be in frame. I still want to do some of these outside things like this, do some different locations, maybe do some dinner table talks or something. Like right now that I'm using as my general recording area. Use that for like dinner table talks or something. Just have some fun. And I'm just going to keep trying to expand the channel. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily into big buoys, whatever you want to come. I'll say buoys. But I love them. I love bigger knives. It's like, I love the big folding hunters. I love, and sometimes you just got to do what you love, because then your love shows through for it. But it's just, I know I'm kind of been hanging out a lot in the traditional knife area, and I love that. But I think sometimes some of the traditional knife guys don't realize that buoys are traditional knives. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's all good. We all have our own cup of tea. We all enjoy our things. And I'm so blessed for the openness that I've had and got from the knife community, on all of them. I mean, I watch some modern knife stuff. I watch some, obviously traditional knife stuff, big knife stuff and like that. And I've been very blessed. I've been very blessed that the comic book community hasn't just totally booted me out yet. I do got to complain about YouTube, though. I was just noticing that I was seeing like in, when you look at a video and you see things that are recommended to you, seeing videos recommended to me by people that I watch every day, like case in point, Harold over at HTZDC. I'm like, why are they not dropping that video to me? So I go check, and they unsubscribed me. Or let me rephrase that. No, I lied. I was still subscribed, but it's none, receive none. I'm like, no, I always have receive all. Because usually when I set up a channel, that's what I do, unless it's something like I could see somebody watching my channel, like if they like knives, receive everything other than comic books, or you know what I'm saying? I could understand that. That would not hurt my feelings at all. But for YouTube just to dump me. So I started going down through some of my comic book channels and stuff. And I noticed how many of those that, I was no longer subscribed to, or I was still subscribed to, but I was getting nothing. That frustrates me. I don't know why YouTube does that. It's like, sorry, I had to wet my whistle. It's like, it's hard enough to build a channel. It's hard enough to get people to come and want to watch and hang out and express and talk and interact. And then YouTube just randomly unsubscribes people. It's like, just frustrating. And a lot of people say, well, it's because you haven't watched them for a while. Okay, I could buy that on some of them. But HTs I just watched yesterday, and they unsubscribed me from yesterday to today. Don't understand it, but I just work here, I guess, but hey, I've been burning 16 minutes now. I appreciate y'all that we're able to make this live. You guys are phenomenal. I appreciate everybody that rewatches this on the rewind and makes it to the end. Excuse me. If you actually make it to the end, put in hashtag burnt bone, and I don't know. I might end up sending you something. Unfortunately, you probably have to be in the United States because it'll probably be a knife or something. But I'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. So kind of a giveaway video, but you have to make it to the end and put in hashtag burnt bone. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate you all that stuck with me and keep sticking with me. It means a lot. As I've said before, I don't have a ton of friends locally. Some of that is because I'm kind of, believe it or not, I'm a little bit of an introvert. But I appreciate you all sticking with me. So that being said, all I can do is say, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.